Good day, Adult Matrix. I hope that you guys are busy studying for your exams and for both your prac and your theory. And I have all the faith in you that you're going to be just fine. There's a couple of FAQs that I'd just like to go through concerning the exams, as I'm getting a lot of feedback on that on my Facebook groups as well as on Vanda's group. So let's just go through a couple of the things that I can set your mind at ease a bit. Okay, when you go onto your Brain Online, you're going to click onto your Adult Matric, and this is what you're going to be viewing. All right, this is what your current view is at the moment. As you can see, here's your resources. This is what your page looks like. Okay, as you can see over here, I'm at the Grade 10 Adult Matric. All right, your DVD updates, your Matric for Adults, your classroom, your resources, tons of them. All right, your PAT declarations, learn activity requests. I hope that you guys are looking at things like that. Your PAT, that must only go up again in the grade 11. Once you have completed your grade 10 and successfully passed and registered, then you will obviously go on to the grade 11 Adult Matric. This one here, you'll go on to the Adult Matric here, and this is where the PAT's upload link will be for you on the 15th of September. Okay, now have a look here. This is where your final exam is for your grade 10 Adult Matric. All right, it's going to be popping up over here. I've just created a basic sample of what it possibly would look like. Okay, there you'll see your final exam, and here you've got your practical. Okay, don't take note of these dates because obviously it has not been uploaded. So this is taken from another one that I've just popped over here. So here you've got your practical, your download link, which you're going to click there to download your paper. And here's your theory paper, the download link. This one here comes in a zip format, all right? Well, it will automatically extract, okay? Or you extract it to your desktop. And I'm going to carry on from there. And then your theory is in PDF format, which will also contain a whole lot of your documents as far as what the theory is concerned. But I'm going to be going through the let's go through the theory first, okay, because that's actually very little to really run through. When you have a look at your CAT theory exam, once it's extracted, okay, I've got my Word documents in here. This year I had to supply to Vanda, okay, but you're going to have the PDF ones here. Now, here's going to be your paper, all right, then you're going to be getting your answer book, okay, you need to be able answer book. Oops, sorry, I can't open it this way. But your answer book is there that you need to be able to open, and this is where you're going to be writing your exam in. All right. So you follow the instructions on your theory paper, your answer book. Okay. Over here, you've got the AS, which stands for an answer sheet. So once you have now completed your theory exam in your answer book, and you've completed obviously these are for short questions, your answer sheet, you're going to then take all of these that you've completed in writing, all right, and you're going to scan it into one PDF file, all right. In your theory exam, you're also going to get a plagiarism declaration, which I need to have completed, okay. I'm going to be going through a couple of the pointers that I'm busy writing out for you to be able to put onto the classroom, but this here is essential for you guys to do, because if you do not hand me in a plagiarism declaration, and it has to be signed by a registered brainline invigilator, as Vanda has constantly been going at you guys about. Make sure that it is a registered brainline invigilator. All right, otherwise a 0 mark will be given for the assessment. Okay, so you're going to have your theory paper, you're going to have your answer book, and you're going to have an answer sheet. And then obviously what you have to attach to it and scan all together into one PDF file is your declaration. All right, I'll be going through that now with you. All right. Let me just close these couple of things here. Okay. Now, let's go on to the prac a bit. When you get into the practical exam, all right, you're going to be having a folder like this on your desktop. Okay. You're going to see here's a data disk. This contains the files that you require for your examination. If I click on grade 10 adult prac here, all right, it's going to then give me this look. All right, you're going to be seeing this, okay, which shows it's your grade 10 adult matric. The time allowed is 3 hours, total of 150 marks, and you're going to be doing this on the 12th of the 6th month. This is the examinator. I'm moderator with the IEB moderator for SBA's Louis Maria. Okay. points that I need you guys to be able to know is that you have to be able to do this, all right? Answer all your questions. Answer every single question possible, all right? Answer all your question papers. Name them correct. Name the files correctly, all right? Every file has its name on there, right? And you have to be able to submit your declaration, okay? Note over here, your assessment will not be accepted if these pages are not attached. The page will not be accepted separately and will warrant a 0 mark if it is not submitted with the assessment. Okay, a registered invigilator detail must accompany the declaration on page 2. Right, this is how you're going to be able to save your file, complete each question, and save your original work files into your created uploads folder, preferably on the desktop named 10_term1_prac. This will be referred to as your uploads folder. Right, let me just highlight that quickly. Oopsie. Okay, all data required to complete this test can be found in your data disk accompanying this test paper. I'm going to be going through that with you as well. All right, once all questions have been completed, zip your uploads folder and rename it to that. All right, so you need to zip it. Okay, upload the zip file to the Brain Online for assessment and marking. No resources of any kind may be used to assist in completing this test. No internet connection is allowed during the duration of this test. No PDFs, right, PDFs, nothing will be accepted for practical work at all, okay, absolutely none. Upload your original files or other requested files only as specified in the instructions of this test. Okay, then you need to also please ensure that your completed test zip file can be reopened once submitted to Brain Online. No marks will be awarded if files cannot be opened for assessment or deemed faulty. Remember, you have one chance to be able to upload this. You must then click. If you got it in draft, okay, I'll be able to accept it. But the minute the time is over, it's locked. All right. So you need to be able to, unless you go onto the emergency link. This is for people that are doing supplementaries and bridging exams and things like that for the 3rd session. Then you will go onto the emergency link. But if you do make use of emergency link, please drop me a letter as well into your folder that you're going to zip to tell me the reason why you did it on the late upload link. Okay. As you can see, here's your plagiarism declaration and checklist, all right, for the test tasks and exams, all right. This page must be submitted along with your examination in this case. It may not be submitted separately, whether by hand, by mail, or facsimile, or by email. Not at all. Here you're going to put in your name over here, right? You're going to enter your student number. This is the declaration that I'm going to hold you to. If I find that there is any plagiarism, do you see how many times it comes up here? Committing plagiarism, plagiarism, plagiarism. All right. If there's any of this type of thing, you will be awarded a 0 mark, and you will be, your names and student numbers will be given to the BDRC, which is the Brain Non-Disciplinary and Irregularity Council. All right. Here's where you guys are going to sign for this here, and you're going to date it. Then you need to go on the checklist, mark the relevant block with a cross, okay? Be able to ensure that you have not committed any of these, especially this one here, okay? This here I'm very, very, very bad on, and that one there, okay? And obviously not using a book of any kind. You did not use internet, and you acknowledged all the sources that you've used in this assignment. Obviously, there's nothing. There's the data disk only. Okay, yeah, this is also very important. This is where your Brainline Invigilator details come in here. It has to be a Brainline registered invigilator. Their code that is given, our INV code, then the signature and their contact number. Because should I find you plagiarizing, I am also going to get hold of the invigilator here. All right, then we go down onto your paper. All right, you'll see it's all numbered. This here you need to be able to take note of. You will receive an examination folder called Data, which contains the following files. Make sure that you check all of these files over here, all right, all of them, that they are contained in your data disk, okay? This folder will be referred to as your examination folder, okay? All right, for you guys that thought that you could see something further, a big disappointment here because I have removed that for the integrity of the paper. All right, I'm going to close that. So now you get back to your data disk, okay, what you receive in your desktop. Here's your data file. Remember in this there that I showed you, all right? Yeah, let's just open it again. That you can just check with me that you make sure that you have all of this. Do you see this data here? These are the files that you're going to be working from. All right. When I speak of a original file, this is an original file. It is not PDF. Here you won't find one PDF, so you keep it the same. Do not PDF your documents. This is a Word document. This is a PowerPoint document. This has a text file. This is a window media player file, and this is a Excel file, a Word, a image file, an Excel, an image file, an Excel, and a Word. So you make sure you keep it all in the same content. And that's why I'm going to be going through a couple of things here that you guys don't get confused. All right. Firstly, once you get this, I would like you to avoid confusion by creating a new folder here. So we just go to new and we go to folder, and I'm just going to be calling it Dale's folder for exam, say for example. Okay, this here we'll rename later. All right, now once I've finished, let's say this here is the contents of what I have completed already. All right, this here I've now made sure my declaration is in there. Okay, you have to be able to scan your declaration and put it into your exam folder file that you're going to upload. This is the only PDF that I will accept, all right? And it must be there, by hook or by crook. Should it not be there, you are not going to be getting a mark whatsoever, all right? And here you'll see are your original files, okay, that you've worked on. None of these have been PDF'd. I cannot mark a PDF file. All right, then you're going to take this here. Let's go back. Let's say this here was Dale's one. Okay, let's copy them all just for interest's sake with my declaration. You see, taking the declaration and I'm putting it inside there. Right, so I've got now Dale's exam folder with her declaration and all of her documents in original format. Okay, make sure you do not upload the data disk. Go through every single exam or every single document of yours and make sure this is what you've typed, that you do not upload me the wrong one. Remember, here's your data disk and this is your folder that you've created. So make sure that you put it in there. Okay, that it's your proper work, your own work. All right. Now, I'm going to go through a quick checklist that I'm busy putting up for you with this video. We're going to go through, you see I've written you guys a pretty little letter here. Good day, Adult Matrics. I'm sure you're all studying hard for your CAT exams coming up for your grade 10 to get it done and dusted, and that you can get on to your grade 11 semester. Herewith, please find detailed guidelines for your adult matric exams as follows. Urgent and very important to understand prior to writing your grade 10 CAT examinations. The theory examination submission, lots of these I've already gone through. Please take note that you must complete the plagiarism declaration and remember to scan this in with your written theory test. Both the theory answer book and obviously your answer sheet and the plagiarism declaration must be scanned into one PDF file and uploaded to Brain Online. Do not upload each separately, so scan them both in together, or all three in this case, your answer book, your declaration and your answer sheet in one PDF and submit this as your theory examination to your Brain Online link under your CAT grade 10 adult matric submission link. That will be under final exam. Should you not be sure exactly how to do this, please feel free to give Wanda a call or drop her an an email. She will surely help you understand how this procedure is followed. The third point, the declaration may not under any circumstance be uploaded, emailed or forwarded separate from the examination upload. As you can see, I have written it twice here already. Failing to upload your declaration will result in your exam not being assessed and a 0 mark will be awarded. Please take note as well that this examination must follow the Brainline Invigilator procedure. Only registered Brainline Invigilators are qualified to invigilate your examinations. Please contact Vonda urgently should this have not been done by now. Should you require an invigilator and are in the Pretoria area, the Brainline Academy can be contacted to arrange invigilation here in Montana, Pretoria. Please also contact Vonda with regards to these arrangements. She has to be notified of this to be made for arrangements to be made prior to your examination sessions, as prior arrangements need to be made with the academy. Okay, so we all got that on the theory. Let me just have a sip of water here quickly. Much better. Okay, so we all understand that one PDF file, make sure that your answer book, your answer sheet, your declaration is in there, and that your student number appears on every single page. Okay, and that it is done by, you have been invigilated by a Brainline registered invigilator. Your practical examination session, please take note that you must complete the plagiarism declaration and remember to scan this in and to submit with your practical original files in OneZip to Brain Online, as what I've shown you over here. Okay, as you can see, here you've got your declaration that has been scanned in PDF. The rest are all original. There is no other PDF over here. The minute you give me a PDF, I'm going to zero it. I cannot mark a PDF file. All right. Let's get back to that. The plagiarism declaration must be scanned and kept in your desktop folder you will create to save your working documents into from the data disk supplied in the zip folder with your examination download. To avoid confusion, create a folder on your desktop named Practical Exam in which you can save your work to. This can be renamed according to instruction later prior to creating the zip file, which will be discussed and shown how to in this section. Ensure that you have saved each of your completed documents as instructed in its original Microsoft Office format. Do not use any other program excepting the Microsoft Office suite. No LibreOffice, no OpenOffice, nothing. It has to be Microsoft Office 2010, 2013, and for you guys that have really and truly battled to be able to get 2010 and 2013, I will accept 2007. Save to that folder that you've created on your desktop to avoid confusion with the data disk supplied containing the raw data for your examination. That was this one. Okay, you see we've saved it into all of our things in here. We don't have it in here anymore. Okay, we saved it there, so there must be two different ones. All right. Do not save your folder as data disk, or do not save it the same as this in the beginning, because otherwise you're going to have a clash there. Okay, example, the Word document must have a docx file extension. Do not PDF this document. Okay, if you've got it in a docx file extension or you've saved the original Word document and not PDF'd it, that's fine. That's what you're going to give me. All right. The Excel document must have the XLSX file extension. If you saved it as an Excel spreadsheet and you have not PDF'd it, that there is your original folder or your original file. The PowerPoint presentation must have the PPTX file extension. Again, if you have not saved it as a PDF, then that will be fine. Do not save it as any form of image. I want the original document that you've worked on. Many of the documents you will be supplied in your data disk available with your examination that you'll need to edit. Please ensure that you save these to your folder as instructed above to avoid confusion. Once you have completed all the questions of your practical exam, right-click on the folder you have saved all your documents into on your desktop and ensure that this is not the raw data disk file that you submitted with to begin your examination known as the data disk, but that it does contain the documents that you have saved and worked on and completed as your own work. Make sure that you've included your completed scanned declaration found on your question paper. This is for the practical as well, so both theory and prac need your declaration. As instructed in your folder, you're going to zip up for upload and assessment. Okay, we go down. Recheck each document before attempting to zip your folder on your desktop. Ensure that you have the correct folder in front of you containing completed documents as instructed. Check again. How to zip the folder containing the correct documents you have worked on, completed and checked and found correct. Double check. Then proceed as follows. Alright, I'm going to give you clearer instructions here how to do it, but I'm also going to show you. Alright, so in other words, your theory paper gets uploaded with your declaration, your answer sheet and your answer book. Right, all the pages that you've written in, you scan it as one complete PDF file. That's for theory, and that gets uploaded into your upload link for your theory. All right. Then with your practical, you're going to ensure that it has a declaration as well, and this is the documents, let's say, that I've been working on that we're going to zip. You see, they're all in original format. There's no other PDF except for the declaration. Right, now I'm going to show you how to quickly zip this so that you can upload it from here on Brain Online. You're going to click on your folder. This here you can always rename later. Okay, it's going to allow you to rename it to what it says in the instruction. All right, you're going to right click on it. The minute that you right click, this window will pop up, this will pop up here. And you go to your compressed zip folder, you click on that. Okay, now the minute that you see now it's popped up here. The minute you've clicked on there, automatically a zip folder will be created here. Okay, so now we're going to say, for example, read what the instruction says, how you must upload it. You're going, or how it says on Brain Online when you attempt to upload, it will tell you if it has been renamed faultily or that there is fault with the renaming. So you, let's say, for example, it says to you, you have to be able to rename it. You're going to go 10 underscore, okay, adult underscore prac underscore 2015. This is then what you're going to then upload for me, all right, under your final exam, this zip folder. Okay, now to double check it, you go and you take this and you right click, okay, you go copy onto a flash disk, or you can say send to, if you have your flash disk installed there, it'll give you your other drive. You send it to your the flash drive, or you say copy and you paste it onto the flash drive, and you go and you check it on another machine that it opens correctly. You double click on it. What it should do is give you that Dale's folder for exam, right? If I double click it, it contains all the documents that are required, including my declaration, right? And all of them are in original format. Okay, I'll be putting up, you guys and girls, some clearer guidelines for your exam, all right, this weekend, probably by Sunday. So please keep your eyes open on the various groups, on Vanda's group, on my cat group, as well as your classroom. But carry on learning. I have all the faith in you, and so does Vanda. Wishing you the best of luck.